I just upgraded my operating system to the latest long-term service release of Ubuntu, and I was working in the file manager, and I'm always doing a lot of things on my workstation. I've got a lot of things going at one time. I always have at least 2 tabs open in my file manager, and one thing that I noticed was that sometimes I would create a file or modify a file or delete a file, and the changes wouldn't show up in the file system unless I manually refreshed the view in the file manager. I'd never seen that happen before with my other versions of Linux, so I started researching it, and what I found, when it's what provides this mechanism for the file manager to see these changes is called the file system iNotify watches. Okay, so the default for the system, at least on the Ubuntu long-term service release system, is 8,192 watches. Well, that was obviously too low, because when the file system runs out of these iNotify watches, when it reaches its limit, then it can no longer provide those visual updates on the file system that you need. So I don't know why it was set so low. I don't know if most people don't have enough going on the operating system and the file system at one time, but that they don't run out of these iNotify watches. But you can set this limit. You can increase the limit, which is what I did, and that solved my problem. I have not had a problem with not seeing these file system updates, these refreshes, since I did this. So I wanted to provide this information to everyone who might be having the same issue, and I can't imagine that there's not a lot of people having this exact same issue. All right, so let's continue. Okay, so the iNotify system, I want to explain it a little bit, because this is something I discovered while doing the research. It's a Linux kernel feature that allows applications, not just the file manager, but applications, to monitor the file system events like creation, modification, or deletion of files. Exactly what I was talking about. And if those numbers aren't set high enough, then you don't see those any longer. And so not only was I not seeing these updates in the file manager window, but sometimes I would go like into GIMP or Inkscape, and I would go to open up a file that I knew was in the specific location that I just created, and when I went to open the file, the file wasn't showing up, and I immediately thought, oh well, I mistakenly put that file somewhere else than what I thought. And so it was very confusing to begin with, and then I discovered this is what was going on. The files were actually there, I just wasn't seeing them. All right, so anyway, that is how the iNotify system works for the file system. All right, and this is the file that contains the max user watches. Okay, this is that number I spoke about earlier that was set to way too low on my system. Now, from what I've read, each one of these watches consumes about 6 bytes of memory. So and I really increased mine. So the maximum user watches that I have set up use about 3.1, a little bit less than 3.2 megabytes of RAM, which is pretty minimal to not have these kind of issues anymore. Okay, so anyway, it's located in proc sys fs for file system iNotify, and then the system file is max_user_watches. Okay, that's the file that you're going to need to modify. So my suggestion would be change that, increase that, test out your system until you get it to a level where you're not having these issues anymore. That the file system is always refreshing the files the way it should. Okay, so if you concatenate this, if you do a cat on this where this file is located, it will tell you what your system is currently set to. So let me bring up a terminal here, and so I've already got this in my history. So I'm gonna cat that max user watches, and you can see how much I've increased mine. I've increased it to 524,288. Now, you could start off with a much lower number, than I did. Try 32. Try 32,000 to begin with. And if that doesn't work, go to 64. Double it each time until it fixes your issue. Then you'll know the max number that you need to have. But that's what I set mine to. I had it set at about half of that to begin with, and I was still having the issue. So I dramatically increased mine. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this next. All right, so here's how you can temporarily increase this number for testing. All right, so you're going to echo whatever number you want to set it to, and you're going to pipe that to sudo because you're going to need root privileges to be able to write this file. And then you're going to push that into T, which is going to push it into this file, and also to the terminal. So the T is going to write it to the file and also to the terminal at the same time, so you get some feedback on it, right? So right here, let's say I want to change it. Let's put it at 128. Okay, we'll put it at 128. So I'm gonna echo that to that file. It's going to ask me for my password. All right, so and it shows me I've set that to 128. So if I go back and I concatenate that file again to check and make sure, there it is. It's 128,000, right? So I've changed it on the fly. So you can change it on the fly like that and figure out what yours needs to be set to as a maximum, so that you no longer have these refresh issues in the file manager. Okay, and then now that we've done that, let's take a look at something else here. All right, so if you want to create this, once you figure out what your limit needs to be so that you're not having any issues anymore, as a permanent solution, you can edit the file in etc. It's a syscontrol.config file. And what you want to do is you want to append this line right here, which is fs.inotify.max_user_watches, which is that system file, equals however many file inotify watch handles you need yours set to. As you can see, this is the line that I put into that file for myself at 524.288. Now if we go back into our terminal here and I bring up Midnight Commander, and then I bring up the system control configuration file, we take a look at that, and then I'll page down to the end. Here's where you can see where I've made a comment in here, so if I ever go back to this file again to have to modify something else, I've got it documented so I know exactly why I put this statement in here. Okay, so this permanent makes the change permanent, so every time you reboot your system or power down, power up your system, this is the number of maximum inotify watches your system is going to be set to, so that you no longer have any of these problems that I spoke about. But while this was still fresh in my memory after upgrading this system, I wanted to go ahead and make a tutorial on this so that anyone else who's having this issue will be able to easily correct this issue on their system. I hope on down the road, this is going to be one of the things I'm going to have to make a note of to immediately check the next time I upgrade my operating system, in case I have the same issue, or just if it's not at this level, to go ahead and put it at this level to begin with. So I always make notes like this. Anything that I need to check, once I get my system set up and running, get everything configured exactly the way I want it, I make notes along the way so that when I do this again, I won't have forgotten about it. It'll be documented. I know what to look for. So you guys might want to do the same thing. And then, so once you add this line to the syscontrol config file, you can force it to update, okay, right away by issuing this command, syscontrol -p, which tells it the file to load, which is going to be the etc. syscontrol configuration file. So if you do that, that way you don't have to reboot the system to get it to load the new configuration. You can just reload the file. All right. All right, guys, so that solves the problem. I haven't had this issue again since I went through this process. So that's a wrap on this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time in the Tinkerz Lab.